Greetings to you all and welcome to Victor's Timeline. As we all know, I am Ejimado Victor Chimiri, a historian and a research consultant. So today I have a guest in the person of Miss Pascaline, who is a biologist. So she saw a statistics published by the Global Firepower and she has come for clarity. So lady, can I entertain your question?
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Victor, according to the 2025 Global Military Strength Index, the United States of America has retained its position as the world's most powerful country. Do you really actually agree with that recognition?
Half of the world believe that the US is the most powerful country when it comes to military strength in the world. Few believe that they are not actually the first when it comes to military strength. Personally, I believe that the US is not the most powerful country when it comes to military strength. I will rate Russia and Israel ahead of USA when it comes to military strength and the most powerful countries in the world.
That's fair enough, Mr. Victor. These countries you mentioned here, they are second and 15th position respectively. So why did you rate them ahead of USA?
Okay, I rate Israel and Russia ahead of USA because USA has not embarked on a war single-handedly without calling on other countries to come in and kind of coalition, building coalition. The military actions of USA are inherently intertwined with political means, diplomacy, and building coalition. USA comes into a war to take sides, especially when they have something to gain from you as a country. You now see USA supporting you because they have some beef, some rifts with the opponent country fighting. I rate Israel ahead. I rate Russia ahead because at least since 1991, we have seen Israel embark on a war single-handedly. Yes, some scholars will say that USA has been there giving military aid, but we should not forget that USA has something they gain from Israel. At least the Central Intelligence Agency, the US CIA, are also assisted by some Israel scientists. Okay, Russia, at least we have seen Russia currently fighting now against Ukraine and against the West. Russia versus the West. But we are yet to see USA embark on a war single-handedly. Single-handedly. That's why I rate Russia and Israel. And don't forget that Israel has fought against 7 Arab nations alone. That was 1967. So I think both countries should be ahead of USA until we see USA embark on a war single-handedly.
Do you want to tell me that the USA has not single-handedly declared and fought a war alone?
Oh yes, the USA have not declared and fought a war single-handedly. I said that. Don't talk about the invasion of Grenada in 1983 or the one they did in Panama in 1989. Those ones are uh, referred to as invasion and not war. And not war. Because those countries are smaller countries that they used their influence as the big boys of the UN to invade. The time they invaded Iraq in 2003, Kofi Annan, the then UN Secretary General, said, I have indicated it was not in conformity with the UN Charter. From our point of view, from the Charter's point of view, it was illegal. Yes, Kofi Annan termed the invasion of Iraq by USA illegal. Let them fight against the big boys. Let them fight against the communist countries. That's my point.
Okay, from what you've actually said here, since 1991, when the world was unipolarized, seeing USA as the world power, okay, that USA has not fought a war without building coalition.
Exactly. Now, what we should understand here is, you know, despite despite the world politics today, and as regards to the presence of international law, the USA has used multi approaches to intervene. You know, they have used economic ideas, they have now used political and diplomatic means to intervene in any warring nation or the nations involved in international relations to either make or mar that nation. They mar you or they destroy you when you are not going in tandem with their own ideas, with when you are not complying to what they brought to the table of international relations. Now you be an enemy to the US. They have used political means, they have used the diplomatic means to maneuver themselves in international relations, making countries to see them as Messiah. That's exactly what the US is doing.
Wow, okay, a lot has been learnt and has been said here. So, Mr. Victor, can I actually know your verdict? What's your conclusion?
To finalize this, let the world critically observe USA and they will find that they are not really the world power. The thing is, USA controls 90% of the world's organization, even though such organization may not be in the region of America, may be far from them, but they have a say in one way or the other. They find a way to maneuver themselves into that organization, making the member states to always believe in the US. Now, if any country should go against the US, should fight against the US, should be in conflicts with the US, the member countries of such organization and as well the allies of USA will first take sides without even hearing the story, the cause of the war or the conflicts. Will first take sides with the US against that country that is in conflict with the US. Now, the US will now declare a decisive war with the approach of building coalition, suppressing that country. The country will, at the end, come back to bow to USA, come back for reconciliation, and the world continues seeing USA as the Messiah, continues seeing USA as the world power when it comes to military strength. But until the USA declares war single-handedly, fights the war single-handedly, and comes out victorious single-handedly, that's when people like me and some few scholars will believe that USA is truly the world power.